students, I am here with my channel Solving Questions with Gauri ma'am. Here we solve questions from various MSc entrance examinations. So let's have a question for today's video. The question is from JNU Entrance Examination 2018. Which of the following is a component of innate immunity? The options are B cell, T cell, natural killer cell or antibody. So let's have a look at each option to find the answer. Discussing with the first option, B cell. So B cells are the cells which are synthesized and get matured in a bone marrow. In case of birds, it is bursa of Fabricius, where these B cells get synthesized and get matured. That's why we call these as a B cells. These B cells display a membrane molecule on them that is known as an antibody. Approximately 1.5 into 10 raised to 5 molecules of antibodies are displayed on a single B cell at a time. Other membrane molecules on the B cell include Fc gamma receptor 2, which is a receptor for the Fc region of the antibody, whereas it can have a class 2 MHC. This is useful when B cell is acting as an antigen presenting cell, so that it can activate the T helper cell. In this way, these B cells are having surface molecules on it, and that's why this is a component of adaptive immunity in our immunology. In continuation with the B cell, we'll find the first account with the antibody and then we'll move to the T cell. So just now we said that the antibodies are present on a B cell that are a membrane protein. So this is a B cell, we find antibodies which are present on a B cell. The thing is, when B cell matures, it gets differentiated into two cells. One is a active B cell and another is a memory cell. The active B cell we call it as a plasma cell, and the another B cell remains as a memory cell. So plasma cell basically secretes the antibody. This is a structure of antibody. It is having heavy chain and light chain. These two chains are joined with each other with a disulfide bonds. Then here there is an antigen binding domain of the antibody, and here it is a Fc region. That is the fragment crystallizable region, and this region, for this region there may be some receptors present on a B cell. That's what we have said, that Fc gamma 2 receptors. So for this region the receptors are present that are called as a Fc gamma 2 receptors. This antibody get produced when some infection is there, and this is a specific for the specific infection. Antibodies are having 5 types like IgG, IgD, IgE, IgM and IgA. So according to the type of infection, which antibody is to be produced is decided by the B cells. Now moving to another option, that is T lymphocytes. Coming to the option T cell, these are T lymphocytes these are synthesized in a bone marrow and get mature in a thymus. So that's why these are called as a T cells. These are having membrane receptors known as a TCR, T cell receptors, which are present on a T cell. These are just like antibodies which are present on a B cell. But the difference is antibody can recognize the soluble antigen. But in case of TCR, there must be a presentation of the antigen from some other cells. So here we say this is a combination. Antigen presenting cells are different, which are having MHC molecules on them, and with this MHC molecule, antigen are presented to T cells. So these combinations are fixed. Antigen presenting cell is presenting antigen on a class 1 MHC, then that is recognized by CD8 molecule on a T cytotoxic cell. Once this recognition is done, this T cytotoxic cell converts to cytotoxic T lymphocyte, and that leads to the killing of the target cell. Secondly, if the antigen presenting cell is presenting antigen on a class 2 MHC, then this combination is recognized by a CD4 molecule which is present on a T helper cell. Now this T helper cell activates the other lineages of immune system. So this T helper cell is very important cell in case of immune response. Here this antigen presenting cell may be of different types. The B cell itself can work as an antigen presenting cell. Secondly, dendritic cells, macrophages, these are a professional antigen presenting cells in our immune system. So that works for the presentation of antigen to the T cell. Now here we need to focus that it is again having a membrane receptors on it. The next one is a natural killer cells. See, these are the cells which are having host defense against virally infected cell or against the tumor cell. The thing is, these do not express any surface markers. Like in case of B cells, the antibody was there as a surface marker. In case of T cell, we have seen that TCR were there, T cell receptors were there. But in case of natural killer cell, they do not have any surface marker. So how do they recognize? They recognize some abnormalities in these target cell. The abnormality can be a change in a MHC class 1 which is present in these cells due to infection. There may be a reduction in a concentration or number of MHC present on a target cell. Secondly, they perform a ADCC, that is antibody dependent cell mediated cytotoxicity. See what happens? These cells have a receptors for Fc region of the antibody. So when antibody recognizes the antigen, it can come and bind on the natural killer cell, and thus natural killer cell can perform its immune response and the tumor cell or virally infected cell can be killed in this way. The phenomena is known as ADCC, antibody dependent, because antibody is involved, and cell mediated cytotoxicity. The cytotoxicity is performed by these natural killer cells. So with this discussion, we find the answer for the question is option C. Natural killer cells are considered to be a component of innate immunity. It's time to have a question for my next video. The question is from same topic, that is immunology, but the paper is different. The question is from TIFR-GS examination 2016. When B cell undergoes immunoglobulin class switching, the variable region of the light chain changes, its constant region stays the same. The variable region of light chain stays the same, its constant region changes. Or the variable region of heavy chain stays the same, its constant region changes. Or the variable region of heavy chain changes and its constant region stays the same. So the question is quite confusing. We need proper knowledge to solve this question, and that will be given by me in my next video. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel, and also to hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.